Aesop's Fable, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There once was a shepherd boy who lived in a cozy village at the foot of a mountain. He looked after his flock of sheep every day in a lush pasture. He eventually became bored because he was all alone. One day, while looking after his sheep on the hillside, he came up with an idea to beat his boredom. He decided to cry "Wolf!" to see if the villagers would come running to his aid. That way, he would have people to talk to. Excited by the thought of such a grand prank, he hurried down the hillside into the village and shouted at the top of his lungs, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf on the hillside!" The busy villagers, hearing the boy's cries, immediately dropped what they were doing and ran towards the hillside, ready to defend the sheep from the alleged wolf. When they arrived, they found no wolf, only the shepherd boy, laughing hard at their expense. The villagers, angry at being tricked, scolded him and warned him not to play such foolish pranks again. But the shepherd boy, not one to learn his lesson, decided to play the same trick again the next day. He dashed into the village and yelled, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf on the hillside!" Once again, the villagers dropped what they were doing and ran towards the hillside, only to find out it was just another joke. The villagers, now even angrier, scolded him again and warned him that his pranks would not be tolerated any longer. On the third day, as he tended to his sheep on the hillside, a wild wolf appeared. The boy, realizing real danger, ran down the hillside into the village and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf! There's a wolf on the hillside!" But this time, the villagers, remembering the previous 2 days, did not believe him. They thought it was just another one of his pranks and ignored his cries for help. The wolf, seeing an opportunity for an easy meal, attacked the shepherd boy's sheep and dragged some of them away. The villagers, realizing what had happened, were filled with regret for not believing him. They scolded themselves for not taking his cries for help seriously. The shepherd boy too learned a valuable lesson. He realized the consequences of his actions and apologized to the villagers for the trouble he had caused. He also vowed to never play pranks again and to always be truthful and honest. From then on, the shepherd boy was known as a trustworthy and responsible young boy, and the villagers were happy to have him as one of their own. They no longer saw him as a mischievous prankster, but as a valuable member of the community. Moral of the story. The moral of the story is that telling lies and misleading people can have terrible effects. So it is important to always be true and honest. Always keep in mind that a liar will never be taken seriously, even while speaking the truth.